Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. Um, I think if you're actually looking at the SX, sorry, just get the short-term chart out. I think it looks very good. I know we are down today a little bit, but you do expect it to at least start to swing a little bit. I think even coming down to this sort of this level here, this sort of 5,262 level, and then start swinging back up. I think our market looks very good. It's obviously being strongly supported by this interest rate reduction and the possibility we could even have more interest rate reductions. So I'm sort of, I wouldn't say bullish of the SX at the moment, but I'm certainly not negative. And I think as long as we can pick good trends, we can keep on making some money. Um, I just obviously like to have a look at the stock we trended today. Obviously, Aristocrat, this was a weekly buy signal, and we got in and we said buy on the open at 11.33. We took profits today at I think it was about 12.29. Again, I think it was a good 8.5% profit in a day. I think annualize those are good numbers. That's what 2,000% a year. But joking aside, I think it's a good profit, and if you can make that sort of money in a day, you should be pretty happy with that and take it. Um, I think it's a very good story, Aristocrat, and just see how it trades. And I think it's going to be the fact that it's actually had a bit of a run away from this moving average is going to give me plenty of times in it over the next few months to jump in and out of Aristocrat and at the right time and obviously make some money. Good to see our latest 10 bagger NUH obviously up hitting record highs. That's what we like. Up at have a look at that trend for a second. Good little story, this one. Great to see it up, hit a record high today. Looks very, very bullish. So we've got a lot of hope for that stock, and I think over the next 3 or 4 months, it's going to be a really interesting story to keep an eye on. And again, LNU actually ended the day slightly down, but Linus, great to see it actually hitting record highs. That's what you want with stocks. You want to see them hitting record highs or yearly highs, and it has done today. And talking about yearly highs, here's the infamous Star Group. Sort of, I think a real gem of a stock. It's we've got it as a 10 bagger. We actually love this stock. It's great to see a really small cap with a really strong revenue model like Star Group does have. And again, that's a really good price action. I think the market's really starting to wake up to Star Group, and Star Group I think could have a good run from here and maybe even attack that. See what it does next week, but I've got an itchy feeling this is going to have another really good week next week. Um, and as is LP. Now, this is one of my personally my favorite sort of, you know, it's like having a blue chip 10 bagger. So this electricity supply has got just this unique market, and I'm starting to really like. I wish it had sort of in some ways ended a little bit higher, maybe even 0.042, but I'll accept this. It's sort of a close. It's a record close, and I think this it looks excellent. And I think if I'm looking at the chart here again, I think this stock could potentially have a really good week next week. It has obviously been held back with some major players buying stock in this company over the last few months, but I think hopefully now they've got their full and they can really let this one go. Just have a look at Hansen a sec. This is obviously we just traded this into profits. It's funny, it's like it's a little bit more now actually when we took our last 3 or 4% out of this. I'm watching these charts and I'm watching how they move, and I really actually like the way this is moving, and I think this is going to have a nice run up next week, and I think it will eventually attack that $4 level. So we might be jumping to this one sooner or later as another trend to have a look. I'll let you know. Obviously, we'll put it out Monday morning if we are. And I just have a look at another stock I really like now. This is a stock we did trend before. Actually, nearly gave us a bit of a headache, but we ended up making good money out of it. Right now, it's absolutely looking fantastic. It's looking really, really, really bullish. So I don't think you know, a little bit worried about the volumes on some of these stocks, but again, I don't know if you're sort of looking at a good trade for next week. I think the stock definitely PME looks like it's going to have another, potentially have another run up higher. It looks very, very good. A little buy signal forming on the daily, and just starting to curve up nicely. I really do like the look of the stock. And look, ever since 14th for March, it can't even go back to the 20-day moving average. I think that's really, really bullish. Um, you know, one of the other stocks, you know, we've been buying this time and time again um, off the daily charts. I mean, at the moment, we're generally using the weekly, but I will use the daily on obviously really bullish looking charts. I'm sort of just hoping ORE just sort of dips back a little bit, at least to this sort of, I think that sort of high there, about 360, and then I think I'll definitely be back into this. Again, I think it's a fantastic, fantastic looking chart, and it looks absolutely excellent. Haven't got much time left. I'll be quite quick. Just having a look at the weekly buy signals. That, you know, on Einstein's training blog, we put out our weekly buy signals, and as you can see, I did a little spreadsheet of them here earlier today, and again, I mean, every week these buy signals are outperforming the market, and this was actually by the end of the week. So I think TWE ended up 2.3%. Aristocrat ended up 22.49%. That's extraordinary. TPM ended up 3.84%. HVN and MTS did end the week down at 2.5%, but at one stage these really did hit their bicycles and they were both up. And obviously JBH ended up the week up 0.54%, but again this hit its bicycle at one stage in the week. This was hit a record yearly high. So they all actually triggered, but all in all, their average was up around just over 4%. And if you can compare this to the market this week was up just 0.54%. So again, those weekly buy signals totally outperforming the market by you know, around sort of what is that, around sort of 800%. So again, absolutely extraordinary. And haven't really had time to work out how good the bullish signals did, but I think you've got an idea. They did generally really well. Just looking even today, look at SGN up record high 124, AST up record highs, Northern Star record highs. Yeah, I think Northern Star was up sort of 10, 12, 13, 14% for the week. So again, you know, those bullish stocks absolutely outperforming, and I'll get those results out for you on Sunday anyway. And on Sunday we'll have another batch of weekly buy signals for you. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to bringing you this report on Monday. And good night.